When it comes to the topic of religion, atheism is the default position. It is the null hypothesis. Nobody is born with inherent knowledge of any gods, regardless of what theists claim. They obviously don't even believe this themselves, which is why they still indoctrinate their children from a young age to believe in the specific God that they believe in, including all associated theology. Now, I'm not saying that young children are atheists in the respect that they can actually consider the God hypothesis and reject it, but simply in the sense that they aren't born with a belief in any gods, and thus they lack a belief in gods. Now, it is simply a fact that any child born isolated from religion or God belief will not believe in any gods unless they invent their own. In fact, they likely wouldn't even know what the concept of a god even was. It is shameful to refer to children as being of a specific religious belief. To call a child Christian or Muslim or even atheist is wrong, especially if they haven't reached an age where they can even consider what they believe. It is also dishonest if the child hasn't been given knowledge of more than one belief or philosophy. It should be something that a person attaches to him or herself, not their parents. One very plain and example of this, of why this is important, is a recent case in England where an infant child of a couple who are Jehovah's Witnesses was diagnosed with a serious condition which required a surgery which would involve the need for blood transfusion. Now, the parents were arguing to forego the surgery and let God's will be done. Luckily, the courts ruled that the parents had to take the necessary medical treatment to help their child. This child could have easily died because the parents decided that their religion applied to their child from birth. Unfortunately, there are many other examples of people refusing medical treatment for their children in favor of faith healing, regardless of if their child has no ability to speak on their own behalf. Now, while these are extreme examples, it is still wrong to declare your child as a believer in a specific religion. Teaching your child your religion is acceptable, but the idea should be for a child to make their own decision after being presented with multiple options. If they're only taught one thing, they have nothing to compare it or contrast it to. Children should learn about various religions and the possibility of having no religion at all. This includes parents of atheist children. All children should be exposed to different ideas presented in an unbiased manner and be allowed to choose their own path. If my own children decide to be religious, then that is their choice, and while I will challenge them on their beliefs, I will not force them to accept my position. So in conclusion, religion is not an inherited trait, and tradition is not a logical argument. Children should be encouraged to challenge all beliefs, including those of their parents.
Hi, my name is Alice, aka your favorite atheist. If you're interested in atheism-related videos, especially satirical ones, come visit my channel right here. I'll be waiting.